Short answer, it's mostly political rhetoric plus regional tensions, not an actual war plan. Here's what's going on. What Turkey's leader actually said. The president of Turkey, Recep Tayyip Erdoğan, recently criticized Israel very strongly and even suggested Turkey could act militarily if needed. He compared it to past Turkish interventions like Libya, saying Turkey must be strong enough to stop Israel. Why he's saying this? 1. Support for Palestinians. Turkey positions itself as a defender of Palestine. Erdoğan accuses Israel of harming civilians in Gaza and Lebanon and calls it unjust. So his statements are partly about gaining support in the Muslim world, showing Turkey as a strong regional leader. Number 2. Regional tensions are very high right now. The Middle East is already unstable because of the 2026 Iran war and clashes involving Israel. There's also fighting in Lebanon, conflict with Iran, diplomatic breakdowns. This makes leaders use strong language to show power and influence. 3. Domestic politics, internal pressure. Inside Turkey, many people are angry about the situation in Gaza. Analysts say Erdoğan faces pressure to act tougher, expectations to stand against Israel. So strong statements help him politically at home. 4. Frustration plus limited influence. Turkey can't directly control what Israel does, so speeches become more aggressive, threats are used to show relevance. Important reality check. Even though it sounds scary, a real Turkey versus Israel war is very unlikely. Turkey is part of NATO, Israel is heavily backed by allies. A war would massively escalate globally. So this is mostly rhetoric, strong talk, not an imminent attack. In simple terms, Erdoğan is defending Palestine politically, using strong words to gain influence, responding to pressure inside Turkey, reacting to a tense region, not actually preparing to invade Israel right now. If you want, I can break down who would win, realistically, or the full Turkey versus Israel power comparison. Great question. When discussing who would win in a hypothetical conflict between Turkey and Israel, it's important to approach the topic realistically and analytically, rather than as a prediction or endorsement of war. Turkey versus Israel, realistic military comparison. 1. Military size. Category: Turkey, Israel. Active personnel otherwise 355,000, 170,000. Reserve forces 380,000 plus. Toledo 450,000 plus. Population 85 million, 10 million. Analysis. Turkey has a significant advantage in manpower and overall military size. Israel, however, compensates with a highly trained reserve system that can be mobilized rapidly. Another 2. Air power. Turkey, Israel. Fighter jets, F-16s, modernized fleet, F-16s, F-15s, F-35I Idea. Stealth capability, limited, advanced, F-35I. Drone technology, strong, Bayraktar TB2, Akinci, strong Heron, Hermes UAVs. Analysis. Israel holds a qualitative edge due to its F-35 stealth fighters, superior avionics, and extensive combat experience. Turkey has an advantage in drone production and numbers, which could play a significant role in sustained operations. Air and missile defense system. Turkey, Israel. Missile defense S-400, not fully integrated. Hisar, Iron Dome, David Sling, Arrow systems. Analysis. Israel has one of the most advanced multi-layered missile defense systems in the world, providing strong protection against rockets and ballistic missiles. Turkey's systems are capable but not as integrated or battle-tested. 4. Naval power. Category: Turkey, Israel. Fleet size large, including frigates and submarines, smaller but technologically advanced. Power projection. Strong in the Mediterranean, focused on coastal defense and strategic deterrence. Analysis. Turkey has a clear advantage in naval size and regional power projection. Israel maintains a strategic edge with Dolphin-class submarines, believed to provide second strike deterrence. 5. Technology and intelligence. Israel, renowned for cyber warfare, intelligence capabilities, e.g. Mossad and Unit 8200, and advanced defense technologies. Strong domestic defense industry, e.g. Israel Aerospace Industries, Rafael. Turkey, rapidly growing defense sector with companies like Baykar and Turkish aerospace industries, increasing self-sufficiency but still developing in certain high-tech areas. Analysis: Israel likely maintains an edge in intelligence, cyber capabilities and precision technology. Nashla 6. Alliances and geopolitics. Turkey, member of NATO, which provides strategic depth and access to advanced military infrastructure. However, NATO support is not guaranteed if Turkey initiates a conflict. Israel, strong strategic partnership with the United States, ensuring access to advanced military aid and technology. Significant diplomatic and intelligence cooperation with several Western and regional partners. Geographic considerations. The two countries do not share a border, making a direct large-scale ground war unlikely. Any conflict would likely occur through air and naval engagements, proxy conflicts, cyber warfare, missile exchanges. Logistics and distance would limit Turkey's ability to sustain large-scale operations far from its territory. Final assessment. Who would win? Scenario 1. Short, high-tech conflict. Likely advantage: Israel, superior air power, F-35s, advanced missile defense, strong intelligence and cyber capabilities. Scenario 2. Prolonged regional conflict. Likely advantage: Turkey, larger population and military, greater industrial and logistical capacity, strong naval presence in the Mediterranean. Scenario 3. Conflict with allies. Involved outcome: highly unpredictable. US support would significantly favor Israel. NATO involvement on Turkey's side is uncertain and politically complex. Lasher conclusion. There is no clear-cut winner in a hypothetical Turkey-Israel conflict. Each country has distinct strengths. Israel, technological superiority, intelligence and missile defense. Turkey, numerical strength, geographic depth and naval capacity. Most experts agree that such a conflict would be devastating for both sides and is highly unlikely, with diplomatic tensions typically remaining at the level of rhetoric rather than open warfare. If you'd like, I can also provide a comparison table, including defense budgets, or explore other regional military balances.